one, how to increase your cashflow.com. That's how to increase your cashflow.com. You can go to Facebook right now. That's simply our fan page for you guys who are brand new. If you ever want to see a replay of an event, if you ever want to see a replay of a training, how to increase your cashflow.com is where it is. That's right, because we always talk income, or we always talk cash flow before income. So my name is Brian Bean. I'm the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. And for you guys who are brand new, what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. And we do it using strategies. I'm going to show you some real people getting real results using our strategies. It's not about hype. It's not about fluff. It's about taking the money that you currently have and increasing that money. And if most people just understood that the money you currently have will make you wealthy, but the first thing you have to do is get your money back from the people who are stopping you from getting wealthy. It's no need in you making a whole bunch of extra income if you're still going to give it to the government, if you're still going to finance too much, if you're still going to get the banks all this interest, if you're still going to have your bills too high, if you're still not going to invest. What difference does it make how much money you make if you're not doing the right things with it? So what we're going to do is show you first the 4 things that keep you from succeeding financially. Let me break this down for you real quick so you can understand how simple this is, because it's really simple. The first thing you got to do is understand that these 4 things, the government, the banks, big business, and inflation, keep you from getting wealthy. Write this in your notes. The government and banks are brother and sister. The government and banks are brother and sister. In other words, they literally take your money off the top in taxes. That's the government. Take your money off the top in taxes if you have a W-2. And then the banks take your money off the bottom, because what happens is you try to get your money back from what the government took. You understand what I'm saying? So in other words, they said a long time ago, if we get them off the top and take a third of their money, then that means they work for the government for a third of the year. A lot of people don't know that, but if you have a job, that's the highest tax code. You work for the government for a third of the year. Well, if you have a third of your income and it's taken away, then we typically have to borrow that money to get the things that we want. So when you want a house, a car, student loans and credit cards and all this stuff, then what happens is we end up having to make the gross back via the debt. So now to get $50,000 and have $18,000 taken out, you take home what, 32? And then now you got to borrow 18 and pay back 24 just to get back up to 50. And people don't realize this, but it's the truth. If you had the money that the banks and government gave you and you were just investing it, everybody on the Zoom would be a millionaire. Most people don't know how to income shift and get the money back that the government and banks took from them. Now, here's something that's interesting that's about to happen. It's called hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is when the cost of goods and services goes sky high. Let me tell everybody something, man. If they don't get a handle on this Delta variant and COVID and all these things over the next 3 to 4 years, I promise you prices are going to be higher than you've ever seen. You're already seeing it with your groceries. You're already seeing it with your restaurants and your food. You're already seeing it with your gasoline. When businesses can't have but so many people because they've reached capacity, and then COVID cuts that in half and cuts that by another third, businesses have to increase their prices. So when you start seeing everybody talking about quarantining again, and you start seeing businesses have to cut back again, the first thing they're going to do is cut their expenses. Employees represent expenses. The second thing they're going to do is raise their prices. So what in the world is happening when when jobs are going down, but prices are going up? That creates what's called hyperinflation. That means you haven't seen the increase. I went to the gas station the other day, and I think I almost saw $4.79 per gallon. I was like, that's almost $5. Like, I've never felt that way before. Like, we're creeping up on $5. This ain't LA now. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's amazing that people aren't seeing the writing on the walls when it comes to inflation. And then here comes big business. Y'all already know. Here comes Thanksgiving. Here comes Halloween. Here comes Black Friday. Here comes Brown Thursday. Here comes Cyber Monday. Here comes New Year's Eve. Here come New Year's. Then you'll be in Valentine's Day. Then you'll be in, spring break. And every year we claim we're going to do better financially. Our company is going to help you get a financial makeover. But the first thing you got to do on this Zoom is acknowledge the fact that you have to do something different. And that's what most people don't do. They never acknowledge the fact that they have to do something different. Let me show you why. They hid the answer in plain sight, guys. The answer for everything that I just mentioned is a home-based business. If you quarantine, at least you're at home, you're making money. I'm gonna show you how. If you're at home, you get tax advantages. That means the same expenses that you have for having a business and the same expenses I have if I don't have a business, you give the government less money. Legally, ethically, and morally, you gave yourself on average a $600 a month pay raise, on average $600 a month, because you got a home-based business. You can hire your children. Our income is unlimited. See, we don't have to have the mentality that we only have so much coming in and so much going out. Let me give you guys an example. This is my paycheck, my real pay stub. When I graduated from Morehouse College, 1997, man, I'm getting up there, right? $975.36 every 2 weeks. This is back when Bank of America was called Nations Bank. Now, fast forward to today, and I'm in a position where I make that every single day. What I used to make in 2 weeks, I make at 5 o'clock, $500 yesterday, 500 come in again today, 500 came in the day before, another 500, another 500, another 500, another 500, another 500. So this was $500 every 2 weeks. This is $500 a day. Now, what's the difference? The difference is I learned that a home-based business has unlimited income and nothing can stop a force whose time has come. So our company, MWR Financial, is actually using what the government told everybody on this Zoom to do. Now I want y'all to think about this. If the government is telling you to give yourself a paycheck checkup on the IRS website, don't listen to me, listen to the US government that's telling you what you should do. Everybody in America that gets a tax refund can get their money up front if they have a home-based business. Now I'm going to paraphrase this real quick. Watch and highlight in yellow. After filing tax returns, many people put their taxes out of their mind. However, taxpayers who receive a large refund should think about taxes again. And sooner the better. Most taxpayers receive refunds averaging around $2,800. For taxpayers who receive large refunds could receive more of their money throughout the rest of the year instead of waiting on next year. In other words, you are waiting for a pay raise, you are working a part-time job, you're looking for some side hustle when the hustle is the government. Please come off mute. I need everybody to say at one time, the government is the hustle.
The government is the hustle.
Government is the hustle.
What they did was they tricked you into believing everything else was the hustle. Your cell phone need to be deducted. Your gas miles need to be, use Chevron over, Exxon, and, go to Amoco instead of BP. They tricked you into thinking that this grocery store is where you budget over this one. Put this in your notes. Budgeting will not make you wealthy. Budgeting will save you some money, but budgeting will not make you wealthy. What makes you wealthy is getting your largest expense, which is your taxes, lowered. So MWR Financial is home of the Financial Makeover. We show you legally, ethically, and morally through 3 of our programs. These are 2 of them. How to get your money back, how to save that money, and how to grow that money. Everybody put that in the comments. I don't care if you're on Facebook. I don't care if you're on the Zoom. Save, make, and grow. Actually, this order: make, save, and grow. Our at-home program is the business opportunity that's going to save you from all this COVID, quarantine, inflation. Our at-home program is what's going to save you on the tax dollars. Our at-home program is what's going to put income in your pocket. Our at-home program is what's going to help you get unlimited retirement money. It's everything you need in one whop. Now, our membership, which we call Cash Back, the MWR membership is going to put the money that you have going out back in your pocket. Now, I know you thought this was astronomical. Write this down. $228 one time, $119 per month. That's right. You now have our at-home program, MWR at home, for $228. And now for $119 a month, I'm gonna show you guys how to have a staff of experts that are gonna help you make, save, and grow money. So you mean to tell me for $4 per day, if you could have some of the top professionals in every area of finances right there at your fingertips where you can chat with them through a chat line. If you could have experts in every area of your finances, that's basically an email away. When it comes to growing your money, they're one Zoom away. If you can have experts for $4 a day give you double-digit returns on your money, is it worth $119 a month? See what some of y'all just did? The old you just jumped back on this shoulder. The new you was ready to go. Hey man, I'm on a Saturday morning. I'm getting on this Zoom. I'm gonna make, save, and grow some money. And the old you just popped up. Wait a minute. Can we afford 119? How old are you again? I'm not being funny, but I want to make sure this is clear. If you're over the age of 18 and you haven't saved $4 per day, then we have to ask ourselves, why is the game plan I've been on not working? I should have 119 tucked away under my mattress per month. I should have 119. I should have $10,000 saved up. I've been working since I was 21 years old, since I was 22 years old, since I was 16 years old. I should have $10,000 saved up, where 119 bucks or 228 is something I've been looking to put some money into. But see, that old you that popped up is going to talk the new you out of it. So you're going to keep getting the old results. I didn't start making $500 a day until I changed my mindset about the way money actually works. I'll invest $119 a month in experts if they're gonna bring me back $700 a month, $2,000 a month. My first month I made $12,000, and I haven't made less than $12,000 a month since. If y'all saw what went into my bank account yesterday, because we get paid monthly as well. If you saw what went into my bank account yesterday, I can't even believe I was working annually. Annually. Let me say this again. I was working annually for that kind of money. All up here. Everybody do like this. It's all up here and how you perceive your finances. Guys, I'm going to show you something. The first thing you got to do, and I'm going to give you a snapshot into our 6-figure playbook, is to get wealthy, is 3 things have to go down and 3 things have to go up. Our cash back program is going to help you lower your taxes, lower your expenses, and lower your debt. If you get those 3 things down, your cash flow automatically increases. Now, when your cash flow goes up and your credit score goes up and your investment income goes up, now that's what wealthy people do. See, this is what I tell people. It doesn't matter whether you join MWR and let our experts do it or not. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody will tell you an extra digit. We're not emotional. We're not emotionally tied to your decision. What we're saying to you is, whether you do it yourself or whether you let our experts do it for you, those 6 things have to happen. You can't get wealthy giving the government all this money. You can't get wealthy if the banks are taking all your interest and making all this money. You can't get wealthy if big business is making all this money. You can't get wealthy with low credit scores because you're going to pay high interest. You can't get wealthy without extra income because the job is not going to be enough. If it was enough, then your social insecurity would cover your lifestyle, and it doesn't. And you can't get wealthy without investment income, or you're going to have to work for the rest of your life. You're going to have to do 3 up and 3 down. Whether you do it through us or not is up to you. My question to everyone is, how has the plan of you doing it yourself, how's that been going? Let a staff of experts help you. So with 3 up and 3 down, you got this understanding now that the current bills that you have, and the light bill and the gas, like the light bill and the internet bill and the square footage in your house and food, the current bills that you have is the first thing that you're gonna lower. The current bills that you have, current bills that you have will help you lower the biggest thing, which is the taxes. The current bills that you have will help you get out of debt because of the tax dollars. Everything starts with the current bills that you have. I'll prove it in a second. So the Financial Edge membership has these experts that's putting all of this into one. And that's included in your 228 one time. That's included in your 119 one time. So all you're going to do is upload documents to our portal. Now, let me make sure you guys get this. I'm about to show you all the experts in 5 different areas and what they do, right? I'm going to show you all the experts and what they do. If you can upload a picture to Instagram, you can upload 2 pay stubs to our portal and let our experts save you on taxes. If you can upload a video to YouTube, you can upload your 3 credit reports and let our experts get all the erroneous and illegal things off your report that's keeping your scores down. If you can upload a picture or a meme to Facebook, you can upload your bills to our experts and our experts will renegotiate them on your behalf. The screens I'm simply showing you now are the ease of operation. Our experts will look at your last 3 years tax returns and make sure you didn't leave any money on the table. Our experts will look at your last 2 pay stubs and make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck in your current paycheck so that the 119 is covered. Our experts will look at your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian reports and make sure that all the illegal things that creditors put on there is vacuumed off. Our experts will help you restore your credit if it took a hit and show you the different things that you can do and the different things you can qualify for to get your scores back up. Our experts will help you eliminate your debt. All you do is upload your payment, right? In other words, how much you're paying on a particular bill or debt, the balance, the interest rate. Then they'll reconfigure that number and show you how to get out of debt in half the time. We have shaved 13,600 years off of our members' debt plan. That's year 1. We've taken 13,000, and I actually got the new statistics. I haven't memorized them. But year 1, we did 13,600 years and shaved them off our creditors' reports. I mean, our debtors report, debtors plan. We've saved thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest by taking their credit scores up by 100 points, up by 50 points, up by 200 points. Our taxes have been lowered by $500 million. $500 million in taxes have been lowered by our membership, our members, by the membership itself. $5 million in investment income has been invested through this membership. And all you guys are doing is uploading documents to our experts who've been doing this 10, 20, 30 years. You can upload your cable bill, your alarm bill, your phone bill, your cell phone bill, your pest control bill, your water delivery bill, your satellite radio bill. We have trained bill negotiators who will hit you back with an email. This is my good friend, Jimmy Slayton. Hey, Jimmy, we've saved you $600 off your AT&T bill, right? Over the next 12 months. Hey, Derek, we've saved you $404 off your ADT security bill. I want you guys to understand, when you have a staff of experts that are gonna wrap their arms around you and say, hey, we do this for a living. Taxes down, debt down, expenses down. Income up, credit scores up, investments up. Why wouldn't you let trained professionals do that for so little money? So do me a favor. I got some people, I want y'all to fight for these testimonies. Come off mute, do me a favor, help the new people. Come off mute, talk to me about what the experts have done for you. Let's go.
Hey, Brian, it's Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Derek Ray.
Let's go, Lynn.
Morning.
On the 3, on the 1, 2, 3.
It's like
Crockett.
Lynn, you got it?
Yes, credit scores went up, Brian, from 1249 to 728. And I've got a daily pay going on over here, $30 per day.
Wait. You said it quick. You're a little low, Lynn. Come a little bit closer and talk about that credit score again.
Credit score went from 549 to 728.
549 to 728. Everybody do me a favor in the chat. Put from and to. Put from and to in the chat if you have a credit score testimony, just as an example. And Lynn, right now, you're making an extra $900 a month on your daily guarantee?
I am.
All right, so I see 535 to 620. I see 667 to 723. I see 646 to 808. I see 678 to 769. And guys, what I like about MWR is that's just one aspect of our business. You understand? You're gonna hear some people talk about their pay raise and their bill shredder and their real estate investments and all these cool things I'm about to show you. All right, do me a favor, come off mute, talk to me, give me a score. Give me a before and after.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, who's that? I heard two hey Brian's. Give me the the gentleman
Who
first.
said, hey, Brian, this is Brandon.
All right, Brandon, and who else is fighting for it?
Him.
And Derek Ray.
And Derek Ray. Okay, Brandon, you go first. I know you're not on camera. Go ahead.
Okay, before MWR, well, since MWR, let me say that, since MWR, I've been able, one, to, like you said, generate a non-wage income. But the biggest thing in reference to these services, the bill shredder portal right there, just that aspect right there has allowed me to save over $1,700 per year within my household bills. And that's between my cable, my internet, my phone bill, and my gas bill. I've been able to generate over a $1,700 a year savings just from that one part of the membership. And when I tell you guys this is unbelievable, it is unbelievable.
How hard was it, Brandon? You had to go back and forth and talk to them 22 times, or Bill Shredder is on the ball. They take less than 7 days sometimes, don't they?
That's very true. It was very, very, very difficult. What I had to do was open an email and respond to it.
That sounds almost impossible. Something you do every day, right?
Exactly.
True story.
Hey man, it's so simple. All you gotta do is upload your stuff. Let me go with Mr. Derek Ray out of Augusta, GA. Derek, come off mute for me. Give us your complete testimony, your before and after on everything.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Thank you for the time. Yes, hi, y'all. My name is Derek Ray. I'm here at Augusta, GA. And before I started with NWR, I basically started with the experts, with the fixing my W-4. And when they credited my W-4, all I did was simply just loaded up my last 2 pay stubs when I had a job at the time. And they looked over my tax returns, not only 1 year, but the last 3 years, just to see if I was losing any money. When they made that adjustment to my W-4, and then they gave me a summary saying, hey, since you already bringing in $3,000 every 2 weeks, here, we just saved you additional $500 every 2 weeks to shift back to you on your account because they was taking too much money from the government in taxes. And so with that money, I just kept rolling over to the other experts, which I rolled into my debt. And with my debt, I had about $40,000 to $50,000 in debt at the time. And I just kept rolling that money down into it. And they gave me a plan to how to lower my debt over a period of time. Now, at the time, my debt-free date was 2034 at the time for being my debt-free date. And my millionaire date was at 2044. And so with that two right there going beside each other, I just kept working off my debt, getting down, which saved me about $16,000 to $18,000 in interest over a period of time. Then also with the experts, they helped me with my credit scores as well. And so I just turned in, like you just mentioned, I turned in my credit reports from the credit bureau. I started off at 740. Then over a period of time, about 6 to 8 months, it went from 740 to 810 to 821. And then now I think it hit 834 was the last one when it hit. So the experts did really well with that. Now, with all that income shifting we've been doing, I have actually also got to open up a private reserve account.
Nice, so, I'll hit that in a second.
And you're gonna hit that too as well. All right.
Well, guys, basically he's become his own bank, right? He can borrow money from himself and pay himself back on his own terms. It's an amazing instrument we have in our growth phase. So Derek, I appreciate you, man. Sounds like you took advantage of all the pillars.
Yes, sir, I did.
Congratulations, man. Don't stop. It gets better and better and better. You're getting a daily check too, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
No wonder you featured on the website. Wink, 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 wink. Our new corporate website has Derek Ray as one of the spotlights. We love a complete and total makeover. A lot of you guys are being featured. I can't wait till y'all see it. All right, good job, man. Let's rock and roll. So we talked about saving money, right? We talked about the experts. Now, how in the world can you use that to parlay that into some income? It is not as hard as everyone thinks. We get paid daily, we get paid weekly, and we get paid monthly. See, the cash back program is one phase. You just heard a bunch of people who getting cash back. That's without telling a soul about the business. That's without having to do any referrals. That's without anything at all. You're getting cash back, right? What about putting some money in your pocket? You saw my daily text, for example. Let me show you how weekly and monthly works. See, the daily 20, 30, 50, these are text messages. 100, 150 on the far left here, right? 150 a day, 200 a day, 300 a day, 500 a day, goes all the way up to $1,000 per day. Put this in your notes. Memberships are worth 2 points. If you want to be a qualified director, financial director, it's worth 3 points. Everything is based on points. So as your point total grows, so does your daily check. Do y'all know that 12 people equals $600 a month? I want y'all to put that in your notes. 12 equals 600. 12 equals 600, because that's 36 points. So what we surmised when we first joined, we said, wait a minute, if we could just help everybody build an organization of 12 people and you don't have to tell all 12, you'll hit 36 points. That's $600 a month. Do y'all know that 3 people equals $150 a month? 3 people equals $150 a month. So if you sponsor 3 people in the business, your 119 is covered and the investment basically pays for itself with your own commissions. Do you know that your W-4 adjustment on your paycheck could very well cover your 119 a month, thereby giving you a free home-based business? Do you know that the daily pay is only one way we get paid? We also get paid, the daily guarantee is one way. We get paid daily bonuses. My checks here when I joined at the end of 2019 ranged from $28 to $935 a day. 660, 618, 250, 1300, 405, 23, 170, 654. I turned a $228 investment into $12,000. In my first 8 months, I made $228,000. That's 100,000% return. See, all your friends want to talk to you about how much money they're making. And all your friends want to ask you how much money do you make. Well, what I want to talk to you about is return on investment. Where else can you go and take $228 and make $228,000 in a year? Where else could I have gone? You can't get that in the stock market. Can't get that in the stock market. I can't even invest $228 into real estate and get $228,000. But a home-based business, let's say you took $228 and you made $28,000. That's a 10,000% return. We got people on here on a part-time basis that make $50,000 and $60,000 a year, part-time from home. So I want you guys to understand these businesses and these bonuses grow every single time you create what's called a rank advancement. The more points you earn, the more overrides you get. 10 per person, 20 per person, 45 per person, 55 per person, 65 per person, 75 per person. And here's the news flash. You won't know most of these people. You won't even know who they are. On those pay stubs I just showed you, where I made about $12,000 my first month coming out the gates, I didn't know 90% of those people. Let me introduce you to some people. I want some of my ADs, districts, regionals. Come off mute for me. Just talk to the people about the override bonuses and using leverage. If you're an area, a district, or regional, come off mute. Let the new people know what it's like to be in a leadership position.
Hey, Brian, it's me again.
Can you hear me?
Hold on, somebody else fighting to get in. Going once. I hear Derek. Who else?
Chuck.
Chuck Harden.
Yes, sir.
And who else?
Ethan.
Ethan Clemens. All right. Chuck Harden, talk to me, man, about working this business part-time and what it's done for you and your family.
Oh my goodness, bro. So man, first off, man, thank you so much. You're doing an amazing job on really laying out the vision of what our company is all about. So thank you for all that you do, man. And let you guys know it's really an opportunity. That additional income means so much, because some people would say, well, they wouldn't be impressed with how much money you make. But if it's in addition to what you already have coming in. So what we're teaching people how to create an additional stream of passive residual income above and beyond what they get from their job right now. So imagine getting an extra $50 a day, an extra $30 a day, $100 a day coming in every single day. It makes a huge difference. So with me, it's able to kind of just give a little more flexibility and to really be able to attack those goals and dreams that we really have set up. Because what our company is, it's a vehicle to help you get to where you want to go. It's a vehicle to help you remove money as an issue so you can now focus on what God really put you here to do. So that's what we use it as and use it for. And we're blessed to help other people in that process clean up their credit, things that people want to do anyway. So right now I'm at $100 a day for the daily pay. But you didn't even tell them about the car bonus that's already in place. Well,
go ahead and hit them with.
So that's an additional $500 to $3,000 a month. Right now, I'm currently at $1,250. We're currently at the $500 presidential bonus. So at a bare minimum that we can make in a month is about $4,700, $4,800 minimum
per month. Right?
And that doesn't even include the other things that come on top of that with our residual income. We get paid 10 different ways. So, just understand if they get those first 3 or 4, everything else is gravy on top of that.
So Chuck, you making about an extra $48,000 to $60,000 a year on the side.
On the side.
Okay, on the side.
On the side, right? That's the side income. We still got the full 9-to-5 job. I love what I do. I'm blessed to be in a good position, being a business consultant. I love what I do. But it's good to know that at any point in time, if they start using the wrong tone of voice, I could let them go, just like they feel like they could let me go. So it gives me that flexibility to do it for a passion and not do it for a necessity.
Well, I'm glad these two guys stepped up because Chuck has been in the business. Chuck is the district director. He's been in the business from the time we started in Extra Digit, but Ethan Clemens is in the business right around 60 days now. Mr. Clemens, what's been your experience, man? What makes this different than most opportunities out there?
Well, first of all, back to you, Mr. Bean. What an incredible model, what you guys have here with Extra Digit and MWR. And it's been about 46 days that we've been here. And it's been amazing to see the amount of people that we're attracting and educating them in regards to financial literacy. In my career, being that I do this on a full-time level, I haven't seen a company that offers so much that helps people really change their situation. And because we have something that people can really relate to, I found that this model creates so much more stability in their life. In my career, Mr. Bean, I've never seen anything that allows people to really win on a high level, where it's educating them about the financial makeover in their future in itself. To create the type of income that we've done already in a very short period of time, it's been monumental, and it's created an incredible amount of actually conversations with people that typically have not actually returned the phone call. All because of this model, we've been able to really have a lot of impact real shortly. I'm looking forward to helping more people understand why they really want to be a part of a movement that can really impact generations within their families. Did I lose you guys?
No, I think Brian.
Okay, yeah. I said you get those daily text messages already?
Daily text messages on Crunk, $50 a day on the way to 100.
You're on your way just to $36,000 a year, just on your daily guarantee, man. The way you're going almost at 100 in 47 something days is incredible. And you're gonna have an incredible story, man. I can't wait to hear it. Thanks to you guys both. Let's get out of here and show them how to grow the money. All right. So guys, let me show you how to grow the money. Here's how you grow your money. Your money has to work for you. Put that in quotes. You don't work for money. Your money should work for you. So now that you got car bonuses, right? Chuck told you about the presidential bonus. His is at 500. It goes all the way up to $100,000 a month. He told you about the car bonus. You got people who get $500 a month, $1,250 a month, $3,000 a month. The good news is you can get a car like Mr. Charles Ivory, $3,000, bought his brand new GMC, is fully loaded. He's one of our $1 million residual ring club earners. Or you can be like me and say, hey, I already got enough cars. I got all the titles, my cars are paid for, but just send me my 3,000. The good news about it, whether you're making 500, 1250, or 3,000, the money is yours, right? I actually purchased some land. I was very, very fortunate to purchase 20 acres of land, and I'm what's called surrounded by success. I call it surrounded by success. I have an NFL player with $26,000 mansion in my backyard. Ludacris is from Atlanta here. The rapper slash actor, Fast and Furious, he's on the other side. All three of our lakes kind of feed each other. In the middle, it's an amazing, amazing property. Why? Because I took $3,000 and said, hey, instead of getting a car, how about I get something that's gonna make me some money and create bean acres? So I want you guys to understand, what's your story gonna be? What's your testimony gonna be? What are you going to actually invest in? That comes with what's called our MWR passport, our passive portfolio. We're gonna start giving you the keys to your passport. A passive portfolio is how you grow your money. This is the one that requires a consultation. This is the one now where you get on a Zoom with certified financial planners and they look at your insurance. They make sure you covered if anything happens to you. They look at your investments. They make sure that your money is not getting single-digit returns, that it's a lot higher. They show you how to get land out in green energy, California, also known as Antelope Valley, where the Olympics will be there in 2028. Warren Buffett just put $2 billion into Antelope Valley. The armed forces is bringing 6,000 jobs into Antelope Valley. We now can purchase land in Antelope Valley at a huge discount. Then in 8 years, in 5 years, in 4 years, or whenever you're ready, you can cash in your deed and get a huge return because you got it with the MWR membership. See, now your money's making money. That's called capital gains. When money makes money, that's called appreciation. That's called capital gains. So my 38 minutes of fame is almost up here. I'm gonna give you a quick summary. You've been in your situation for how long? You know that makeovers are something that Americans love, a before and after story. When you lose weight, look at your before picture. Look at your after picture. When you get your ladies get their faces made up, look at the before picture. She's beautiful. But look at the after picture. She's gorgeous. Who's helping you make over your finances for $4 a day? Who's giving you a home-based business opportunity when quarantine may hit us again? Even if it doesn't, we've forever been affected by this virus because people refuse to cooperate and wear masks and go out. It's all kind of crazy things happening. So what I just decided to do was get 20 acres, ride my four-wheelers, get on the paddle boat, get on my other boat, feed the ducks, and create my own oasis and my own environment. And all y'all can come to, as long as you wear masks. And I'm just joking. But all y'all can come to. Why? Because we're developing our own home-based business so that while everybody else is acting crazy, all of us can create passive income in the event that the next 3 to 4 years, inflation is sky high, taxes are sky high to pay back all the stimulus checks. Just so y'all know, you got to pay back all that money. The interest rates are sky high because the Federal Reserve lent all that money out in PPP loans. So you got to remember there's a trickle effect that comes with everybody having to stay at home. And we're just ahead of that trickle effect. So this passive portfolio is going to be the key to you growing money in these 3 areas: real estate, land, and becoming your own bank. In summary, before your home-based business, here's what was happening to you. If you had $50,000 on a job and the government took 18, your take home was 32. Now, that's just your take home. You haven't even paid your bills yet. So let's just say your bills are around $1,200 a month. I'm being conservative. You got to take another 18,000 your bills yet. This is on the left. Most Americans are trying to live off what's left. Thumbs up if I'm making sense to everybody. You're trying to live off what's left after you pay everybody. Can I get a thumbs up and amen, right? Now, you join MWR for $228, $119 a month. This is it in a nutshell. Now you're a 1099. That's different than W-2. The government says now that you have a 1099, you can pay us last. So your CPA and our enrolled agents, you're going to take your documents and upload them to our enrolled agents, which your CPA or your tax preparer gave you. Now, a certain amount of square footage, cell phone bill, utilities, meals, entertainment, travel, mileage. You get to subtract that from the 50,000. See, you can't subtract that from the 50,000 if it doesn't come on a 1099. It's not how much money you make, it's how you make your money. Because you now started a 1099 today, you now get to look at the right example. Take the 50,000 from your job, pay you first, pay the bills first. See how you flip it? The government lets you flip it. Now, the 32,000 is what the government looks at instead of the 50. That's a savings of about $900 a month, $225 a week. So you tell me if it was worth the $228. When the government said, give us our taxes after you pay your bills on the far right, but the government says, give us our taxes before you pay your bills on the far left. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the difference? MWR Financial is in the middle. Brian, what's the business? What's the business? I didn't see the business. No, it went right off your head. You're looking at the business. The business is introducing people to the power of a home-based business. The business is introducing people to the Financial Edge membership, where our experts clean up their credit, clean up their taxes, eliminate their debt, shred their bills, and grow their passive portfolio income. That's the business. So you're looking at the business now, you just get people in front of us. Guys, I'm about to launch at 11:30 today, something called the Inner Circle. A lot of you guys are already qualified for it. The Inner Circle is the crew of people that Extra Digits leaders are going to take into 2022. The Inner Circle is the crew of people that's going to have the perks and benefits at Game Changer coming up at the end of October. The Inner Circle is the group of people I'm going to introduce some of my millionaire buddies to show you the trials and tribulations they've been through and how they became wealthy. The Inner Circle is the group of people that's going to sit on the front row at Game Changer. I'm going to show you guys at 11:30 how to get in the Inner Circle, because we're already thinking about 2022 now. We're not waiting for December 31st. The Inner Circle is going to be an elite group of people that I'm I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Am I back? Give me a thumbs up from back. Okay. So with that being said, new people, just let us know if you are a 2 or a 1. Okay. A number 2 says thanks, but no thanks to the business. But I do want the membership. A number 2 doesn't want the car bonus. A number 2 doesn't want to make any money. They just want the experts to help them. Guess what? It's not even $228. It's $79 a month if you just want the membership only. A number 1 says, Brian, I'm all the way in. Man, you ain't about to tell me about no quarantine, and I'm gonna be over there with y'all kicking it, and I'm gonna be in my house kicking it, and I'm gonna be making money while I'm kicking it, and I'm gonna have my keys to my passive portfolio. You want everything, including the membership and the compensation. $228 one time and $119 per month. I need all of my number ones. I need every member of your team back on this Zoom at 11:30 for a special 1-hour training. I'm going to explain the inner circle and how it works for 2022, how to get qualified for it. And I'm gonna give you some mental tips on what it takes to become part of that inner circle and what you can expect once you shift your mindset and shift your income. Everybody get signed up during the break. How's everybody feeling on this Saturday morning? Come off mute, give me some energy before you go. Y'all good?
Ready.
Ready.
Hey, let's do this. Let's do this.
Man, come
Brian.
In 45 minutes, you guys right here at 11:30 Eastern, same time. I mean, same Zoom, same password, Cashflow. Sign up during the break. Peace.